Today I fucked up by making my fiancé think I had died from bad gas. Hey Reddit. So, my fiancé and I share a second-story apartment. The other morning, we both woke up early, her for work and me for class, and were assaulted by a potent smell of gas in the room. We were concerned, because this seemed like it could potentially be some natural gas leak, potentially from one of our neighbors. The smell was very strong, so my future wife told me to keep checking on it over the course of the day while I was attending my online classes, and to close the bedroom doors so the cats couldn't get in where it was potentially dangerous. So, off she went to work, and I staggered sleepily to my computer to attend an online lecture. It turns out this lecture was going over some programming I had covered in my previous semester and was just a refresher, so the professor told us if we were confident, we could skip the lecture that day and get some extra sleep. Score. With my professor's permission, I staggered back to bed. It smelled like the gas had dissipated a bit, so I suspected it was a fluke and went back to sleep. An hour or so later, my fiancée bursts through the bedroom door in a panic. I was concerned, because she had just left for work. I glanced down at my phone to several missed text messages. She had been sending them assuming I was awake and in class, unaware that I had gone back to bed. She mentioned she was concerned and wanted me to check on it and let her know how things were going. When I didn't reply, she told me she was freaking out, and was coming home to check on me. I apologized and let her know the professor gave me permission to play hooky and I was just getting some extra sleep. She was too relieved to be mad, but we did notice that the smell had died down quite a bit, so she left for work again. As she left, I let one rip. Apparently, over the course of the night, whatever vile concoction of food and drink I had had the previous evening had brewed into a potent, noxious gas deep in my bowels. It was upon ejecting the rancid miasmic cloud while conscious that I realized I was the gas leak. Later that evening, I confessed this to the love of my life while laughing. She didn't believe me at first. "There's no way," she protested. "It stayed in my nose for over an hour, you could not have produced that." In time, I convinced her, and because she is a benevolent woman, she forgave me. That is, forgave me for thinking I had died from a natural gas leak in our apartment complex, when in fact it was just me and my admittedly impressive toots. "So sorry love." Too long didn't read. My fiancé rushed home thinking I had expired from a gas leak, only to discover that I was in fact the gas leak. That shit was funny. I can sympathize fully. I had stomach and intestine surgery quite a while back and holy wow, the fumes I can produce are alarming. I've made grown men throw up. It's that impressive. Wear it like a badge of honor while crying laughing. Not many people can say they made their fiancé think you were dead off your own farts. Smiley face. This would fit over at r/fucker university. We love funny shit like this. Private know someone who can let me in brother. I'm sorry. I really am. But this made me laugh so fucking hard. Thank you. Today I fucked up when my mom accidentally touched my homemade juices. Warning gross. Edit for NSFW throwaway for obvious reasons. Okay, I am a 15-year-old girl. Like most people my age, I can get a bit experimental with myself sometimes. So yesterday, I decided to get frisky with myself. I admit, I'm a horny teenager, but keeping clean is important to me too. So I got a latex glove, literally the disposable medical kind, and I used it while sticking my fingers in certain places. I literally don't know why I decided to use a goddamn latex glove. I know it must sound so weird and I'm so sorry. So I used it, and once I was finished, I took off the glove so it was inside out and threw that shit into my trash can and then washed my hands like a normal human being. So here's kinda where the fuck up happens. Literally just there, my mom came into my room to check on my plants. I have plants in my bedroom and she likes helping me look after them. So she checks up on them, and takes a pair of scissors and starts cutting something up over my trash can. She sees the glove and takes it out, for curiosity, and she pulls it inside out and touches it. And now my bodily juices are all over my mom's hands. She makes this weird disgusted noise, goes up, why is it wet? Exclamation mark, and my blood ran cold while I tried to think of a response. Like, how the duck am I supposed to explain to my mom that my cum, whatever it was, is on her hands? So I try to think of something quickly and tell her it's glue. I was crafting earlier and used it so I didn't get messy, haha, and she fucking bought it. I feel so bad now. Oh my god. So yeah. That's how my slippy deposits got onto my mom's hands. Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm never going to get over this. Too long didn't read. I got wild while wearing a latex glove. Juices got on it, I binned it, and my mom took it out and touched it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but your mom didn't buy it. Sometimes as a parent, it's better to just play along and wash your hands. Smiley face, smiley face. Oh god, now that I think of it, she probably acted oblivious to avoid the awkwardness. XD. Who pulls the glove out of a trash can and turns it back around? Lol. Think she got what was coming to her, honestly. Coming to her. /mom touched my cum. I made it. I dropped my item in the toilet. Next time, I say you own up to it. Make your mom uncomfortable instead by telling her exactly what it is. Watch her amble on a little and hurry out of your room. Bring it up at the dinner table amongst friends and family for the years to come at your mother's embarrassment. Turn the tables. Be a legend. Dude, you have balls of steel. I love it. Smiley face. Today I fucked up by packing 3 backpacks for a trip. This is silly, but thought it would be worth a laugh anyway. So I planned for a 3-week trip to stay with my grandmother. We wanted to sew and do other crafts together, so I packed a big hiker backpack full of supplies to take with me. This one is huge, about 40 inches tall. I also need clothes, so I packed a medium-sized backpack of clothes. This one is a bit bigger than a school backpack. And being the planner I am, I decided to put a school-type backpack in the craft bag to bring back finished projects in. Here's where I realized my mistake. I spent all of today traveling, barely holding onto the big bag on my back and the medium one on my belly. Then I realized I had a third backpack to figure out how to carry on my own. P.S. I'm taking suggestions on how to effectively carry 3 packs on my own for the return trip. Too long didn't read. I packed 3 backpacks for me alone to carry on trains and an airplane, without having 3 bags to carry them on. Put 1 backpack on your front, 1 on your back, and the third carry in your hand. You'll look ridiculous, like a pack mule, but it's fairly balanced, then you don't have to ship them. Ship them back may take longer, but it'll make for a better trip. Buy a set of the travel wheels to stick under the end of your bag so you can drag it. Or go buy a cheap suitcase, definitely my preference. Whoa, never heard of travel wheels. I'll definitely look into that. You know those storage bags where you suck the air out of them? Vacuum storage bags, I think. You can buy them at Walmart in the closet section usually. Put your clothes in one of them. Any soft craft supplies and your extra backpack can go in them too. It might be able to squeeze things enough to fit into 2 bags. Alternators to us carabiners to clip the third backpack to the hiking pack, but I'm like 90% sure the airline will still consider it 2 bags if clipped together. Since you are going to do some sew and crafts, you can sew 1 backpack to another, making a larger backpack.